Hello!
Hi, we're back.
We're back again. Shall we
Hi.
just play that DJ Shadow song every time we come back from an ad break?
And say back again.
Yeah, and say, but back again. Who is it? Yeah, maybe not. So what the hell is going on, Joseph?
Livefromjoes.
Yes, but what's happening in it?
Right
Not a lot.
now, are we going
No.
to your segment or are we going
My
to...
segment? My segment? Well, I've got a new segment that I'd like to bring in.
It's a new one.
Yep, it's a new one, and it's
Exciting.
called...
You haven't come up with a jingle or anything yet.
It's
A jingle.
called... We're going to have a little bit of a chat because I haven't come up with the name yet.
Alright. Mary,
Yes? I'm all ears.
good. If only I was all things to say.
All lips.
It wouldn't help. They'd still have no idea what to say. If only I was all brains. Come on, brain.
Anything!
So
Mary, why don't you tell us where that comes from?
Okay, well, I'm sure our regular viewers will be familiar with the show Bert's
Family Feud.
Are you implying here that our regular viewers,
Are
if you've-
Australian assholes?
No, I think what she's implying is that if you've sunk to the depths where you're willing to watch this show,
Yeah.
that obviously you've got an awful lot of watching time on your hands.
Yeah,
And so you've even watched things like Bert's Family Feud.
Sorry.
Fair call.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bert's Family Feud.
It's awful.
Yes.
It's awful, but one thing it does show us is how stupid Australians are, which is always amusing.
Always
Now-
amusing.
Always
Because
amusing.
Ceaselessly.
Because we're New Zealanders, we do have a rivalry
You don't
between
need to explain this. I think
I
between
think
New
that
Zealand
our regular
and Australia.
viewers will
You
realise
know,
that.
like Springfield and Shelbyville.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, and
America
so,
and Canada.
America
Yeah.
and Canada.
Except in that equation, we're Canada.
Yeah, it's true.
But sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So go on, Mary.
That was
Yeah.
awesome. That was so cool. Where's that phone?
Well, it doesn't
the
matter.
phone
We're
ring?
not answering it.
No.
Okay.
We've got the little on-air sign at the door. People know
Yeah.
not to ring us.
So anyway, it's
How
amusing.
can they see the on-air sign if they're
Because it's on
ringing
the
us?
outside. Oh, no. Well, they don't.
Yeah. Anyway,
Anyway.
That phone is hypnotising.
stupid
me. I
Australians.
you
Stupid
are-
Australians.
you
I'm
just-
trying to talk here.
I can't let a phone go unanswered.
Well, you
There
have.
you go. There you have done it. Stupid Australians. Now, I'm not going to explain the show format to you. If you're not familiar with it, go watch it. I highly recommend it. But it involves people trying to think of things.
That other people have said.
Yes,
Yeah.
pretty much. This lady was required to name someone
Who
who
might
would
know
know
CPR.
CPR. Now, this wasn't late on in the piece. She was maybe the second person who was asked.
Yeah.
So not many people, not
There was
many,
only one
not
on
the
there, which
obvious
was like
answers had all-
lifeguard or something.
Yeah.
Was on there.
Yeah.
Right.
She seemed to struggle a little with this question. And she
Right.
said, in response to
You know,
who would know
You
CPR,
could think doctors, anything
Nurses.
like that. Nurses,
Yeah.
anything like that.
presidency, care workers.
Yep.
Yeah,
What did
yeah,
she
yeah.
say, Mary?
She said, anyone can know CPR.
I just love how you say that.
And then
Yeah.
that,
Anyone!
It's funny in itself, and it's even funnier because she has a silly accent.
and then that,
Yeah.
that ugly toad of a git or whatever his name is,
Bert.
Burke.
Yeah,
Bert.
Bert. He
Is
was
it not Burke?
no, it's
No, it's
Bert.
Bert.
Okay.
And then he was like, "Okay, we're looking for anyone, and
We're looking for anyone.
it's not there."
So is he not actually the same guy who hosted Burke's Backyard back in the olden days?
I don't
No.
know, that was before my day.
It was before Joseph existed. So
And it was before my day.
it was before you were media literate.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, fair enough. Now, there's a couple of things we could do now, and
It's a really steep hill you're walking up.
I know. I'll open the choice up to use jokers. I've got a new segment that I'd like to try out. I still haven't thought of a name for it, but maybe we'll start the segment, and it'll be the segment with no name, and our regular
Like that building shop.
no name building recyclers, yeah, or like the man with no name, Clint Eastwood, and our regular viewers can suggest a name for it.
It's exciting.
Yeah, it won't happen.
No.
Oh, it might.
It
It
might.
might. So we've got that.
And if we choose their name of the many
Don't ask what
questions
they'll
we'll
win.
receive,
Don't ask what they'll win. They
Why?
won't win a thing.
yes, they will.
No, they won't.
they'll win a big fat autographed nothing
Right.
by
good.
me.
But autographed by Mary.
Yep.
She'll autograph and send it.
Guess
And-
the spot.
Yep, and she may have even worn it upon her head for a day.
Ooh.
Yes. So we could do that, and I've told you as jokers what that's going to be about. So you know.
I was impressed last week with Danny saying that he'd give a $20 phone card to the person who, last month I mean, to the person who got his challenge right.
Why is that impressive?
We
You
haven't
wouldn't.
had any, we haven't had,
I
He
could
might.
say I'll give $1,000 worth of phone cards.
no, he might actually.
So, like,
I think he was generous.
I'm thinking of a number between 1 and a Google, and if you can name it, I'll give you $1,000
Yeah.
worth of money.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
he
Is it 7? Fuck!
No.
So we've got my segment. We've also got. I'd like to bring back what a word means.
What a word means.
What a word is. What a word means.
I'm not familiar with it because I'm not really familiar with the show, but it sounds fun.
Oh God! What are we paying you for?
Well, what are you implying that I should know by
Yes.
the title, or I should know by having watched the show?
Yeah, both.
Yeah, well, I can pretty much take a good stab at what it's.
Oh well, that's something then. If you're
Well,
utterly unfamiliar
no,
with the
no.
show, if your reasoning powers are at least rudimentary, then go on. That's fine. Let's just get one of Ian's little
I'm
guys
saying,
on here
I'm
next
saying
week.
you might not. You know, you might have a special formula or something.
Mary,
like,
if you-
know, Joseph has to pick a word out of the hat, or
I'd have to say, while I've said let's bring it back, and while I've then mercilessly lampooned you for not knowing what it is, if you asked me to explain concisely what happens in it, I wouldn't be able to.
Really? I could, because I came up with
I know.
something.
Well, I know, Joseph. So, well, would you like to do either of those segments, or shall we just talk some more?
Well, we should talk for the 2 more minutes we have remaining.
Oh, this is awful. Okay, let's just go on talking.
Because we need to do the segments
I'm 28 today.
roughly, yeah.
Mm.
Well, we need to do the segments
Big
roughly at the start of the episode, otherwise we don't have enough time for them, because YouTube has that stupid length.
Do you know what I got for my birthday today, being 28?
what?
Well, I got a dictionary of difficult words. I'm trying to make a topic of conversation here, Joseph. You know, like we talked about your birthday, now
Yeah.
we're talking about mine.
Yeah.
I got a dictionary of difficult words from Mary. I got a Godspeed You Black Emperor EP, also from Mary. I'm looking forward to listening to that and having them puzzle Joseph.
Even if it sucks, it's just so pretty.
Exactly, and it won't suck, because Godspeed don't do suck.
Yeah.
Where is it?
But
It's
it
around
is
here
pretty.
somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah, it's over there.
I can go get it.
Yep.
With the
I
energy.
got, I don't know what I've got from Danny yet. Probably it'll be something remarkable. I don't doubt it will, because Danny's very generous with presents.
He is.
He's very
And he knows
generous
you well.
and thoughtful, and he knows me well. Every year, everyone says to Danny, "Danny, what does Tom want?"
Yeah, it's true.
And then everyone says to me, "Tom, what does Danny want?" Well, people in Wellington do, anyway.
Swing.
I got Ian gave me some DVDs. That was nice of him. Lois gave me a book by Jean Baudrillard. So that was nice of her.
Baudieu, isn't it?
No,
That's a
Baudrillard.
different guy.
And a book about Michael Mann. So that's good. So 28 years with me in the world.
And you got
Aren't
a,
I great?
and you got a special
Oh,
Horcrux cup.
and I forgot, and possibly the best thing is I got a cup proclaiming me the emperor from Joseph. So that was awesome.
Now, you know
I
how
think it
Joseph
looks like the cup of Hufflepuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think you could definitely make that your Horcrux.
yeah, it is my Horcrux, but I'm not
That's
going to make a Horcrux out of it because
Um,
that would be evil.
We've got just a little bit of time left. I'd like to explain a game, Mary.
Just quickly.
Is there anything
Yep, yep,
is it
yep, yep,
important?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You know how Joseph has endeavoured to start swearing since
Yep.
he turned 14?
Yep.
What are you going to do since turning 28? Other than go to My Chemical Romance concerts.
Yeah. Now that I'm 28, I'm having a massive midlife crisis,
Oh, really?
and it's great fun.
That'll be awesome.
It's loads of fun. I'll tell you about it after the break. Shall I?
It's so-
What
look
I was
forward
going to
to.
say, which was interesting, we
Yeah.
now don't have enough time for. So.
No, we'll talk about that after
But
the
he
break
can
too.
tell us.
Two
in the
interesting
break.
things coming up after the break. Ooh!
Alrighty then.
Anything. We could talk about anything.
Anything.
Alrighty then. Goodbye, everybody, and we'll be back with part six. We'll be back
Part
with part
six.
six
Part
right
six.
after this.
Mhm.